nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Gardner. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gardner. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gun. Shot. 11. Shot.
Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
On 1, ready? 12. Shot.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just
touchdown from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Run! Home troops right. Ready?
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Here's Herbert. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Herbert back to the air. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's J.K. Dobbins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get set. Dad.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of
Here we
midfield.
go. 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Miles Murphy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A short throw there pulled in by All. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Gardner. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
12, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT, tape. Gun.
Again, it's Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 42 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lion. Lock, set. Let's go. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This ball taken in here by Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Go.
Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Ready.
They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
12. Here we go. 11.
They'll run on 1st down. Gardner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the
On one,
formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up
11,
front.
11.
Hard to imagine with all that size
11,
and beef
11.
that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
11,
a loss
11.
resulted.
12, 12, 12. Sahad.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 40 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Here's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Sahad.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a
11,
good point you just brought
11,
up. So maybe
11
if you still
empty,
want to play
empty.
zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. 11, MT, Tate. Sahad.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the Bengals
11,
on 3rd
11,
down.
11.
A
Here we go,
perfect
here we go.
3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Sahad.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Here we go. Sahad.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tough spot here.
11,
Third
11.
down and 11.
Here we go.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. What do they have for this? Third and 11.
Let's get set. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Gardner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
59. Let's go. Hey. Set.
Again, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Lion. Baylor Tiger. Let's go.
Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
21. Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready?
Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Christian Watson from 21 yards away. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by all. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
12.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
11, MT, take.
Now it's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long
And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Gardner. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
11.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's second and 10.
11. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Dad.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
11 MT. 11 MT.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one out wide and intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
21. Hey, Ram.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's pulled in by Brooks. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Hey, Ray. Home troops right. Hey, Kappa. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised,
2, ready?
but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gardner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Gun.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has
11.
completion-wise way up.
Here we go.
Not that time. Now Burrow. Caught left side, Williams. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamison Williams, 38 yards. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We'll go orange.
Slot man moves right. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, go line. What is that?
Here's Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big strides, looking and go. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns in there to make this a three-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
12. Go.
Herbert now. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Hey, Opie. What is that?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Herbert throwing again. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes. L.A. football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3rd down and 1.
Hey, Kappa. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, Ray. Taylor tight. What is that?
Again, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hey. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
11 MT, take, Don.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Easy. We'll go orange. Go.
They'll run with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Set.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
'59. Crowd right. Ready.
Now Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here it is. 4th and goal.
Set.
Herbert. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Throwing, Herbert. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl as we